Good morning.
Good morning,
morning.
Aldo.
Good
Morning.
Good morning, Aldo.
Good morning.
Good morning, Aldo.
Elbow, use my mic, honey.
Good morning again. As we begin our time together, I invite you to settle into your seat. Take a deep breath in, as basic and necessary as the air we need to feel alive. And let it go as we slowly breathe it out. Inspiration is with us always. We have only to breathe in to inspire and go inward on the breath for the indwelling spirit to ignite and come alive. As we center within ourselves, a gentle quickening occurs. Our inner and outer worlds begin to resonate as one. Allow yourself right now to become an inwardly receptive, listening heart. In this quiet space of listening, we open to the truth of our being. We are whole no matter what. The forces of nature are always working to support our unification. We are gently being drawn toward wholeness. It is our true path and our divine birthright. Notice that the picture of life would not be complete if any one of us were different than we are at this time, in this exact moment. Real spiritual growth happens where there is only one of you inside. There's not a part that's sacred and another part that's protecting the part that's sacred. All parts are unified. When you are no longer willing to identify with a part of you that is separating itself into a million pieces, you're ready for real growth. Stop. Let go. Let God. You are a peculiar perfection. Allow yourself to simply be here now. Ignore any previous experience and step fully into this moment. Remember, you sent yourself this moment as a gift, a seed containing tremendous truth. Right now, you are recreating yourself in the image of the next highest idea of who you are. Listen closely to the I am. That quiet, small voice within that knows exactly which path to take, which word to say, and which reality to create in unity with the divine spirit. You are perfect, whole, and complete, right here in the eternal moment of now. Gently bring your awareness back to this sacred place. Feel the support of the chair beneath you. Take a deep grounding breath, feeling your lungs once more. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, the vibration of life returning to your physical body. Carry this harmony and this tuned heart with you as you slowly open your eyes. Be fully present and fully awake and ready to embrace your unique perfection. Namaste.
is so much to be thankful for. Take a look around and see everything we have within us, everything we want to be. All we need to sustain and keep us arrives on time as we prepare. Let us thank God for our blessings and all this precious love we share. Let's do it again. There is so much to be thankful for. Take a look around and see all the things we have within us, every dream, everything we want to be. All we need to sustain and keep us arrives on time as we prepare. Let us thank God for our blessings and all this precious love, all this precious love, all this precious love we share. Certainly are. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are my family. Yes, you are. You are the face of God. You sound so good.
So as we continue in prayer, I recognize this presence, this essence that is in me, through me, and as me moving, breathing all around me. And in this recognition, I unify all that I've got. The attributes of love, of joy, of peace and harmony, of unity, all speaking loudly and clearly as I allow and accept these words. And allowing these words and passing it on to this energy to everyone who's hearing my voice. I realize that this oneness, this peace, this essence that I am is all that there is. There's nothing else. As I realize this presence, I know that peace is already unfolding. World peace is not impossible because I am, God is. God is, I am. So I allow it and I declare it to be so. So with a grateful heart, I thank the center. I thank our Ministry of Prayer team, our senior ministers, and looking forward to a beautiful talk by Reverend Cynthia. I'm grateful to all the volunteers, to Yvonne, to Julius, to Kaden, to Gary, and to everyone, and to Patty and Dave for providing this beautiful music. Thank you, and for each one of you present or watching us online. I say, thank you. Two words, the most powerful words that I could have ever been spoken. And I release this word into the law of love and divine action, knowing my prayer is complete, it is done, and together we say, and so it is.
Thank you, Aldo. What a beautiful way to start this morning. Wasn't it beautiful?
Good morning, everybody. I'm just gonna go like this, just in case.
How are you? Are you feeling all right? Of course, because we're here. Feel like standing up? Let's get some energy. Let's get some oxygen into our bodies. What do you think? Dave, start us off, would you? Woo! Oh, yeah.
For you, please say with me, God bless America and the rest of the world. And turn to your neighbor and say, good morning.
Hey,
My name is Amy Miner. I'm a practitioner here at Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living. Welcome to today's service. Do we have any new people joining us today? Yes. What is your name?
Liz,
Liz, how did you hear about us?
AI.
Fantastic! Fantastic. Lauren has a gift for you. Please make sure you sign our guest book before you leave today.
And then someone right here just walked in.
Fantastic.
They just showed
Hi,
up.
Kat and Aiden.
Kat and Aiden. And how did you hear about us?
Online.
Online. Fantastic. Welcome so much. Please make sure you sign our guest book before you leave. And now I'm calling up Kitty to do the announcements. Wherever you are in your spiritual path, you're always welcome here.
Thank you, Amy.
Soon to be Reverend Amy. Yes, I know Reverend Stacy and Reverend Cheryl are missing us here today, but I know they're having fun. They're doing something with an ordination or something going on, so they'll be back next week. The announcements are that the Healing Words Book Club is finally meeting now after 2 months. This Wednesday at 4 p.m. because reading the book Ella, a novel by Diane Richards. So if you haven't joined, you still can. It's happening Wednesday. Our bowling fundraiser is finally coming up Saturday, this Saturday, the 1st. It's going to be the 1st of August already. So if you've signed up, make your payment in the bookstore for $25 for bowlers and $15 for supporters. And, you know, the sponsors, I noticed on the table back there, you can sponsor Reverend Stacy, Reverend Cheryl, Reverend Sandy, Julius, and Yvonne. I almost said Reverend Yvonne. And we can, any one of those 5 people for even like $1 a pin or, 5 cents a pin or whatever for the first game.
Whatever amount, yes.
So that would be great if we can do that. Okay. I'm going to ask Carol McGrew to come up because we're going to talk about, she's our newest board member, by the way, Carol. And she's going to talk about wine and wills. What better can you talk about?
Hey there. A friend of mine lost her dad, and he had nothing in writing. It took 2 years and $30,000 to get things done, and there was no contention in the family or anything. And I said, I have to get mine done. And I realized a lot of people have to get that done. And I know something, oh yes, I have to do it. Found a great program. It's online. It's only $450 for like your health care, your power of attorney, for financial and your will. And then if you have a home or significant property you want to trust, and that's a total of $600. I notarize everything. Spouses are included at the same price. Really easy. I'll tell you guys more about it, what you would need, and everything on, now I forgot the date. Thursday the 6th at 4 p.m. Sorry, so I have it on my calendar. I'm starting school soon. I'm a teacher as well, so God, the dates are all messed up. So please come out and learn more about it. It's a really easy process, very painless. Lots of my teacher friends have done it, and they're like, this is it? I was like, yes, this is it. There's no big thing, we just make this big process of it, and it's really not that difficult. So we'll have some wine, some goodies, and come and find out about it. If you're not able to make it, there are some flyers out on the table. They're purple, and just give me a call or contact me, and we can always do something separate as well. But might as well do things together, and I hope to see you.
Great.
We are also collecting school supplies for a number of schools this year, so please help us out by dropping off the school supplies. We've got a basket back here. And then you can also, by the way, buy supplies on Amazon. If you don't want to go out in this hot weather and do your shopping, you can buy those. All you have to do is just go on LVCSL from Amazon. So that'll work too. And I noticed on the bulletin board back there, the Adopt a Bill is ongoing. And like for an example, if you want to adopt a bill like the energy bill, I see that it's $40. So you could actually pay for one of our bills for $40 on Adopt a Bill out there on the bulletin board. There's a little envelope out there, so you might want to do that too. And of course, you want to join us in September for our 3rd year of New Thought in the Desert, the Power of New Thought, which is going to be from Thursday through Sunday. And of course, a concert with Faith Rivera and Patty Powers and Dave are going to be doing something on the 17th. It's just going to be a total, you've got to sign up. Everybody, we've got to have everybody there. And you can also sponsor the event, so see Yvonne for that if you'd like to help sponsor. There's different ways to do that as well. And our Love Supply and Pantry is always ongoing, so when you're shopping, just pick up extra food and let anybody know that's food insecure that we have food here. And let's see here. Oh, for prayer support, just send your prayer request to 702-524-7096 or visit our website to submit any kind of a prayer right there. And of course, our bookstore is open, so you want to be, buying your tickets for Saturday for the bowling. And then just check out our information table. There's lots more out there, so do that. And then follow us on Facebook and Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our website. Okay, everybody, let's have a fabulous rest of our day.
Thank you.
Go, Patty Powers.
Thank you, Kitty.
Thank you so much for those beautiful announcements. Thank you so much. Well, this is a great song. A song, it's brand new to me. But I'm so happy that I know it. It's called Start With Yourself. You can imagine what that means. These days, like the world's on fire. People running, caught in their own desire. We point our fingers, forget to see the change we need starts with you and me. Look inside, don't wait for someone else. Joy begins with yourself. Every mistake, every heart you mend starts from within. That's where it begins. If you want to change the world, start with yourself. Lift your heart, open up, put down the step. Rise, speak, but let it flow. Let your love, let your truth be known. These days, the power's in your hand. Be the light in a world that needs to stand. Start with yourself. Start today and watch the world slowly find its way. These days, we all feel lost sometimes, caught in chaos in our own lives. But we'll change. It's closer than it seems. Starts with love. Give the dream you dream. Look inside, don't wait for someone else. Every choice begins with yourself. Every mistake, every heart you mend starts from within. It's where it begins. If you want to change the world, start with yourself. Lift your heart up, put down the step. Rise, speak, don't let it go. Let your love, let your truth be known. These days, the power's in your hands. Be the light in a world that needs to stand. Start with yourself. Start today and watch the world slowly find its way. Oh, you can wait. Your heart, so within yourself, step by step, the people will grow these days. Let your light show. If you want to change the world, start with yourself. Lift up your heart, open up. Let your love be shown. These days, the power's in your hands. Be the light in a world that needs to stand. Start with yourself. Start Hallelujah. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yes, darling, that was wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for giving me these beautiful songs.
Even though I may have, gotten nervous for a couple of days, but I love it. And I appreciate you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for taking those on.
Of course.
Every time I hear that song, I think of church and I think of myself and I think of our own personal journeys in life. Right, because we can get stuck, we can get caught on looking at the outer world and staying in the energy and the frequency of frustration, sadness, depression when we're looking out there. And I don't know that we realize the extent of the power that we have to impact the world. And it's not going to change if what I'm trying to make change is someone else or something outside of me. It has to start with me. Talk about ultimate responsibility, right? I love all religions, any place that allows people to question, to be present in the questions, that allow us to begin to grow. But one of my problems that I had with Christianity was that I was just supposed to surrender everything that was wrong with me to somebody else, right? And then I would be okay. But I've learned through my life that isn't how it works. I actually have to do the work if I want my life to change. And I think you would agree with me, right? So if we want the world to change, it has to start within. We have to put our lives under a microscope, and that's where it has to start. I came across these two quotes, and this woman is new to me. Her name is Mary Oliver. And it says, "Tell me what it is you plan to do with your one wild and precious life." So I've been hanging out with that because I didn't even realize that my life was wild. Hence the outfit. And the other quote was, "There is only one question, how to love this world." And I know that is not easy right now. So one of the realizations that I had as I've been sitting with these questions, I tried to do this. This is part of my practice. I try to zoom out because when I'm looking at things too closely, I might be too close to a situation. I might be too close to the emotions that I'm feeling around something. So I try to kind of zoom out to get a bird's eye view of what might be happening. And I must have gone out pretty far because what I saw was the world. And what I noticed or what I heard was, you keep trying to change the world, but what if Earth is exactly the way that it was designed to be? And then I started thinking, holy cow, yeah, right? Like we're hanging out in outer space, so let's call it heaven. And we decide that we want to incarnate, we want to come into physical form because there are ways in which the soul wants to grow. And if you're like me, you want to go to the top school, right? For the maximum growth and transformation. And we ended up picking Earth. But then you get here and you land and the experiences are so in your face that you're like, this is all wrong. Right? Whether it's what's unfolding on the political stage, whether it was what took place in the United States when it was first beginning to be colonized, everything. We could label everything as absolutely wrong. But what if we're able to hold the tensions of both ends of the spectrum? Yeah, this doesn't feel right to me. And yeah, there's something that I want to do about it. But let me not break myself up against the design. Because what if this was intentionally created to be the most challenging school in the universe for maximum growth, transformation, and evolution? And that's the way it's going to stay until somebody higher up decides differently. So instead of getting caught up and snagged by what's unfolding in the movie, maybe I can become curious about how it is that I came here to grow and how I'm going to work with this set called Earth. So that was one of the realizations that came about when I was sitting with those two quotes. Can I learn to love the world? That's a hard one, right? I want to say that we all have different curriculums. I'm sure that your experiences don't look like my experiences, but there are probably common themes as far as how we want to unfold and how we want to grow in the world. And I would bet that all of us came here to be able to be loved no matter what. And think about it, if that's one of your overarching goals at the level of the soul, guess what's going to show up as your curriculum? Opportunities that are going to allow you to become strong in your ability to choose love no matter what. Right? To choose love when someone in your family is showing up other than how you want them to. To choose to still be loved in the middle of the chaos that is playing out on the world screen right now. To choose love as you're watching the news and you see the bombs that are being dropped in the Middle East. I'm not saying that there isn't something else that we can do, but can we cultivate the ability to remain loved no matter what? So part of what has happened for me throughout the curriculum that I've had so far for my soul is that I wanted to experience my wholeness while I'm here. And then 3 of the things that have helped me be able to feel my wholeness no matter what's happening is I've been able to get much better at remaining loved no matter what, at welcoming my wholeness and feeling balanced. But that didn't come about easily. Let's say that those were 3 of the things that my soul wanted to cultivate. My ability to access these 3 states of being while I was going to be here on earth, going through some of the most challenging of experiences. So I'm going to take you back. I'm a storyteller, right? So 13 years ago, I was at the Revelation Conference in Burbank for Agape. It was a yearly event that they would put together and they would bring the best of speakers. And at this particular Revelation Conference, we had Don Miguel Ruiz. And I was coming down the elevator to go to my table where I was signing people up for classes. And I ran into Don Miguel Ruiz, the author of the 4 Agreements, in the elevator. And I thought I had it pretty together, but he looked at me and he said, "You need a hug." And I was like, how did he know? And so I got a hug from him, and then I went about my business. I went to the table. And then on Sunday of that weekend, I had to leave the conference because it was my ex-mother-in-law's, mother-in-law, love, yeah. It was her funeral. But I think it was maybe like a week or 2 before when she was on her deathbed. She had called me into the room and she had asked me to make sure that I would take care of my son, Michael, who was 18 or 19 at the time, and to take care of my first granddaughter, Natasha, who was about 2 or 3 years old at the time. Because Gloria had been the matriarch of the family, and even though I had divorced out of the family in 2004, my son was very close to her, my granddaughter was very close to her, so I still used to go almost every other week to her house because my son lived with her. So when I made the promise of taking care of my son and my granddaughter, it was because she was releasing the position to me. And I knew that I still wasn't anywhere near the amount of wholeness that I needed to embody to be able to do good on that promise. So there was a part of me that was terrified that I was going to fail. Right? So 13 years, over the next 13 years, I went through classes. I had sessions. I had fights with family members. I had falling outs with friends. I had every opportunity and experience that every human being goes through in life that began to cultivate the ability for me to access love, to access my wholeness, and to be able to remain in balance, even in the middle of a storm. It's one of the greatest things that I think I have accomplished so far, because of all the turbulence that I have experienced in my personal life. You know, when I see stuff happening in the world, for some reason, there's always like this level of peace within me, and I thank all the people that forced me to grow and to embody that, right? All the people that showed up, that would, you know, all the times my mom would call me on the phone to argue. And me finally saying one day, you know what? I don't have to accept every invitation to her fights. And then eventually arriving at this point where I was like, and I don't need you to change to love you. Mom, I don't need you to change to love you. Dear God. And if Gloria is watching me from heaven, I hope she's proud.
She is.
So, fast forward, right? So all this stuff goes on for 13 years. And you know how in this teaching we talk about how there's one life? And it's that God is that one life, and that God is divine intelligence and love. And part of what happened over those 13 years was I was A, exposed to those principles, and then B, I was challenged to see if what I was saying and what I was learning was actually what I believed and what I knew. Because each time that a situation presents, I tended to have the tendency, or I would like contract, or I would go immediately to, this should not be happening. But then I was like, but I'm learning about God being one life, and I'm learning about God being love and the divine intelligence that oversees all of creation. Cynthia, do you really believe that? Because every time that life shows up to facilitate something for you, you tell life how wrong it is. Anybody else can relate to that? And I was like, in fact, the new practice then became the second that I contract when something's showing up in a way that I don't want it to, I literally somatically will open up first. And then I lean in with some trepidation. Can I ask, what are you here to facilitate for me? Because I know that there's some beauty that's going to come out of this shit show. I know it. There always is. And because I've used that practice in my own personal life, right, I'm able to lay it over life as a whole. And it helps me to remain a little more calm in the middle of every storm. But I don't know, I didn't know that I was ready for the one that was about to show up. In 2019, my youngest granddaughter posted, and when it's that close to home and when it has to do with my kid or when it has to do with my grandchildren, that one really tests me. It pushes me to my limits. Do I believe what I say I believe? Do I know what I say I know? And so all I did for about a week was I went to go get her, I brought her to my house, and I saturated her with love. I tried to come up with all the different projects that we could work on that she could see evidence of how she was loved. I went through years of Facebook postings, printed out pictures, and we put together an album so that she could see all the moments where she was loved. but she withdrew anyway. Something had happened to her. She was in crisis. God, I was thinking about Gloria, and I'm like, I'm failing her. I'm failing her. So, this trust that I've had to have in God and life, it had to like be in place from 2019 until a few months ago. I would just show up to whatever degree she would let me in. Could I show up as love, even if she wasn't doing or being the way that I wanted her to be? And a few months ago, I was sitting on the couch, and the only person that had signed up for the Bali retreat was Amy. And I was thinking, like, I'm probably gonna have to reach out to Amy and let her know that it's not gonna happen. And right then and there, my granddaughter sent me a message, and she said, Nana, are you still going to Bali this year? And I said, yeah, why, do you wanna go? And she said, yeah. She goes, last year you mentioned something about a summer job as an assistant with you. And I go, really? You want to come? You want to work with me? And she said, yeah. And I was like, Amy, we're going. We're going. Right? If I needed a sign of confirmation. But then I panicked a little bit because I knew that what I teach are big concepts about big souls come here for big lessons and they get started right away. And I didn't know how that was gonna land for a 17-year-old. And so I had to allow myself and give myself permission to teach almost as if she wasn't there, to not hold back, to leave it all, right? So that she could start to work with the contents of her life and apply whatever it is that helped me heal through mine. So here I think I'm helping her, and yet she's helping me step into being a different kind of teacher, a different kind of leader. One who's still even more in alignment with what it is that she says she believes and what she knows. That this life is intelligent and this life is love. So we're in Bali and we're doing all these exercises, all these healing exercises. And she was great. So she was there to support me, to tend to the retreat participants, but then she ends up even joining us in the exercises to whatever degree she could. And there was one in particular where Amy was one of her angels. We did a breathwork exercise. And then we had one person lay down on the mat with one person on each side. Those were your angels. And you had to do a certain breath work while your angels would either like caress your hand or stroke your hair. And so Natasha says, I'll do it, but don't touch me. And I was like, good for her, right? Good for her. She's showing up to whatever degree she feels comfortable participating. And when my son picked us up from the airport, and we dropped her off at home, and then I went to stay at his house for a day, because he lives out in Temecula, and he picked us up at LAX. And I started sharing with my son that I saw the version of her that I remembered from when she was like 2 and 3. Because Natasha showed up early, a month and a half early. So she showed up weighing, I think, about 2.5 pounds with holes in her heart and underdeveloped organs. And she showed up the evening of after we had her baby shower. I had barely finished sweeping the floor, cleaning up from the baby shower, when I got the phone call saying that Natasha was on her way. So they were heading to the hospital. And I remember arguing with her in the ethers, saying, you couldn't wait another month and a half? Like, just because we got all the stuff, you said, I'm gonna come now? And so that's the way that that kid showed up from the very beginning. So she was in the hospital for a month, and so everything else in my life got put on hold. And I would go to the hospital and I would sit with her, and she was in the incubator, and she was tiny. And I would stick my hand through where you know how your covered hands go through the incubator to touch the children. And she reached out with her little tiny hand, and she wrapped her fingers around mine. And I was done. I was toast. And so Natasha comes home with me. Her parents are working, so I take time off from work. And her heart would stop, so they had trained us how to restart her heart. She had an alarm tied or connected to her body. And each time that the heart would stop, you would have to massage the back of her heart to get it pumping again. So at the time, I was dating a bunch of losers. And I was drinking, and I was going to clubs, and I think I had just gotten a DUI. And Natasha shows up, and it's like she cleaned house and didn't ask for permission. Right? All of my attention had to go to her. And I thought, for such a small being, god damn, she's powerful.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like I came along willingly all the way. Like, there were times when I would want to get away from her when my son could watch her so I could go out. But every time I would go to put on my shoes, she'd be putting on her shoes and she'd be like, wait for me, Nana, wait for me. I'd be like, oh my God. So for the first 3 years of her life, I was her focus. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. So, my son, when I told my son that I saw that version of her in Bali, he reminded me. He said, Mom, remember, like, her car seat was in the back of my Infiniti, and I would look at her through the rearview mirror, and she'd always be giving me like these dirty looks. And then I would tell my son, like, look at the looks your daughter's giving me. And when he would turn around to look at her, she would go. And I saw a little bit of that in Bali every time I gave her an instruction. And I was like, oh shit, she's back. She's back. So I was so grateful for everyone that had signed up to come on the retreat. Because they just had no idea what they were participating in as a healing in my family and in my growth as a teacher and as a retreat leader. And a long time ago, there was a shaman who told me, after he had facilitated the Bufa medicine for me, you know you're gonna have to heal your family, right? And I thought, my family's not gonna wanna smoke the toad. But I'm beginning to see that healing doesn't have to show up in a particular way. That I can trust this divine intelligence that is love, that is God, to take care of the details for me. I just have to show up. So I'm so grateful for the last 13 years that when the opportunity presented itself as Natasha asking me if she could come to Bali, that I had done enough healing that I could support her from a place of wholeness as opposed to my woundedness, from a place of balance and from love. So my invitation to you is, would you be willing to take those things on, right? Making them the top of your priority. Because I know that things are going to show up differently for you. but I think that the need is always going to be the same. Can you show up as love? Can you come at things from your wholeness as opposed to your woundedness, so that you can remain balanced and so we can begin to love the world? Thank you.
You're such an inspiration, really, Rev. It was so beautiful.
Okay, now we are back to some beautiful,
This is another beautiful song. I forgot the gentleman's name, Alex something. Alex Warren wrote this song. It's called Ordinary.
make sure I have my stuff right here.
Say the holy water's watered down. The sun lost its faith. The colors will fade. If your time is running out, day after day will make them mundane. Our masterpiece, oh my love, you're taking out of the ordinary. I want you to lay me down like we're dead and buried on the edge of your night, staying drunk on your mind. The angels up in the clouds, are jealous now when we find something so wild of the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground of your sanctuary, shatter me with your touch, Lord, return me to dust. The angels up in the clouds are jealous now we found hopeless hallelujah on this side of heaven's gate. Oh my Lord, how do you breathe and take my breath away? Daughter, I will pray. You're the sculptor, I'm the clay. Oh my, you're taking me out of the ordinary. I want you laying me down till I'm dead and buried on the edge of your night, staying drunk on your mind. The angels up in the clouds are jealous, no we found of the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground of your sanctuary, shatter me with your touch, oh Lord, turn me to dust. The angels up in the clouds are jealous, no we found something so heavenly, higher than ecstasy, whenever you're next to me. Oh my, world was in black and white until I saw your light. I thought you had to die to find something so out of the ordinary, down to it and buried on your nightstand, drunk on your vine. Angels up in the clouds are jealous, no we found something so ordinary. You got me kisses in the ground of your sanctuary, shatter me with your touch, oh Lord, turn me to dust. The angels up in the clouds are jealous, no we found. Ah, thank you so much. It's such a great song. Thank you. Thank you.
The ushers come up, and I'm gonna do the affirmation with you all and the offering prayer. So if you would, take your gift in your hand if you have it physically with you, or if you do it virtually, just place your hand on your heart. And let's say the affirmation together. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith in the Lord. It does good work in the world and returns to thee multiplied abundantly. Oh, and what I know is that every gift and tithe is used with the utmost integrity to take this teaching not only to benefit each and every person that is a member of this center, but also is changing the world through love, through intention, through dedication, and through truth. And so for all of the gifts in the tithe that help usher this forward, I am so grateful. And I'm also grateful for a law of circulation that returns right back to the giver tenfold. And so I know that as each of us give, we receive. Our baskets are always full. So for this, I give great thanks. And join me in saying, so it is.
Just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it is mine. Anything I want, it is mine. I do believe that I will receive. I just have to know. Declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, well, then it is mine. Come on. Anything I want, it is mine. Perfect health, yeah, it is mine. Joy and peace, oh, it is mine. Serves my highest good, woo, then it is mine.
Nice. All right.
So if we could have the.
Need your mic up? You got the mic?
Yeah, testing.
There you
There
go.
we go. If we could have the ministry of prayer come on up and surround the room. All right, so I'm going to invite everyone to just close your eyes and let's take a deep breath. And so how good it is to simply be in awareness and an appreciation for this beautiful presence that we call God. To know that it truly is absolute wholeness, love, peace, and balance. And that we get to experience the truth of our being, our wholeness, no matter what. No matter what is presenting in our everyday lives, no matter what is happening on the stage of the world, what never gets compromised, what never shifts, is the truth of our being, that we are truly made in the image and likeness of God, and that we came here to express it unobstructedly, unhinderedly. That we come from love, we are made of love, and we are here to be loved. And so I bless each and every one of us, knowing that it becomes something that is in the forefront of our awareness, and that we just continue to choose love, no matter what. And so I bless us all as we go throughout the remainder of our day and weeks, knowing that we make a tremendous difference in our own families, our lineage, and the world. Amen.
Go ahead and stand so we can sing our peace songs.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and now it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be.
wonderful is happening as me right now.
Something wonderful is happening as to me right now.
I know this in my mind.
I know this in my mind.
I feel it in my body.
I feel it in my body.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Have a wonderful week.
Sometimes she's here, you can take away. Hot air balloon like a lot of space.
Each and every moment, I remember who I am. I show up uniquely in the world in the way that only I can. I keep my thoughts clear, I create my own day. I know that there